July 4th, 1976. We celebrated our bicentennial. I remember doing that. I was young, but I do remember it. 44 years later, our country's 244 years old. Really, if you look at history, our country's still young. But despite how young we are in our country, we've seen a lot of good, we've seen a lot of bad. We've seen wars, we've seen terrorists, we've seen many things that have hurt us. We are seeing a pandemic right now. We've seen political unrest. We're in a time where we're tearing ourselves apart. A time where if you don't agree with me, you could be labeled dumb. You could be labeled a racist. If you look at our history, when we come together, when Americans come together and work together, we achieve some incredible things. The same thing is true about the body of Christ. That is being torn apart now. If I'm an enemy of America, the first thing I want to see happen is for the people to be divided. Because if we're divided and we're fighting amongst ourselves, we're not that strong. We're not as strong as we could be. The same is true with the body of Christ. When we're split up, when we're divided, that's exactly how Satan wants us. Because we're not a threat. We're not as big a threat when we're divided as together as the body of Christ. God told us, specifically Jesus, when he was here, to love one another. He said the only commandment that was greater was to love the Lord your God with all your heart. After that was to love one another. We need to love, not hate. Tonight when you go to bed, pray to love. We can debate all we want about political things and what we think is best for the country. But if we love instead of hate, we will look for ways to better one another, not destroy one another, and we will not be torn apart. When I look at these monuments and I see these heroes who fought for America in these wars, they had to come together to win. America as a country needs to be together to win. The body of Christ wins when we are together with Christ as the head. We'll see you soon.